Okay, so this isn't normally going to be part of the vlog even, but this might be helpful to some people that have got a Maxxair fan fitted. Unfortunately, found out the hard way that they seem to be a little bit voltage sensitive, so they seem to be fine up to about, well, reportedly 13.6, 13.9 volts, but alternating voltage seems to be about 14.5 volts, and they say you can drive with them open and use them, and the circuitry seems a little bit sensitive, so I've got a potential fix for it, which I'm going to try now, which is to fit a diode in line with the supply to the fan, which will reduce the voltage by about 0.6 of a volt. So the only slight issue I can see is I'm not 100% sure what the minimum voltage that they will operate on, but I'll be able to let everybody know that once I finish doing it. So I've got a diode. I'm going to be wiring it in at the source down by the fuse box so I can keep an eye on it and see if it gets hot or not. And assuming it all goes well, I'm going to heat shrink it up and that should be it. Problem solved very cheaply. So this is going off up to the battery, up to the fan, sorry. So I'm going to cut that. I've got my diode here. I've put a couple of connectors on the end of that. I'm going to cut myself off a bit of heat shrink with the world's bluntest scissors and strip these wires back. It's important that you get the direction of current the right way around, otherwise you'll find you'll put the diode in and it won't work at all. Put it on there, and I can hear the fan just kicking in there, which is obviously a good sign that I've got it the right way around. So that's on. I'm just going to go and get my multimeter now, and I'm going to test the voltage at the battery with the engine running, which should be about 14.4, 14.5, and I know that that's what screws up the fan, and then hopefully it'll still be working, and I'll measure the voltage the other side of that diode, and it will be within the range that seems to be acceptable. Right, so diode is fitted. I'm just going to do a little voltage check quick. I'm going to go and pop onto the earth, which I'm just going to use that screw as an earth for now. Test this side of the diode. We can see 13.57 volts, which it might be worth mentioning. One of the other reasons I ended up looking into sorting this out was because when my solar was working at maximum capacity on a bulk charge, it was also giving it the same fault as if I was having the engine running. So now you're at 13.58 volts. If we go over to the other side, 12.98 volts. So it's given me the voltage drop that I'm after. And now we're just going to go and check that the fan still works, and then we're going to start the engine and make sure it still works whilst it's giving full alternator voltage. Okay, so I've got the engine running. You might be able to hear it. I'm just going to do another voltage check. Again, backside of the diode. We've got 14.2 volts, so that's more than the 13.9 that people are reporting is the limit before it starts to bug out. I've got the Maxxair fan running at the moment and there's no problems at all, and I'm going to say that that's because, checking the other side of it, and we've got 13.46 volts. So I'm just going to monitor the temperature of the diode to make sure that I'm happy with that. But as far as I'm concerned, that is a really simple, easy to do, low cost way of making sure that you can use your Maxxair whilst your solar's on full and whilst your engine's running. So hopefully you found that helpful. Any questions, I'll try and answer them. Leave them in the comments. Okay, so I've had this mod fitted for about 3 weeks now. I've had the fan running on full power for the last 3 weeks because it's been absolutely scorching hot. Had no issues. The only additional modification that I've done is I've used a metal P-clip to mount the diode onto the side of the seat, which kind of acts as an additional heatsink as well as keeping it up and out of the way. Now we can drive with the fan on full and keeping this place as cool as possible. I'm not planning on doing any more how-tos or anything like that. I just thought this video would be helpful for other people out there, as I know this fan is extremely popular with self-builders. If you've enjoyed this video or you want to check out our vlogs, then please like and subscribe, and hopefully catch you on another video.